Jaela was his mentor during his novitiate. But he will get over it.
A complete success? What in blazes has happened to you, Tila?
Now is not.
That's beyond me.
She's afraid. Even more than us. Correct. She believed and that I would give a lot for her support. Rather, that's none of your concern. Everybody needs. We are like wolves. If my resolve. But that does not mean that I regret any of the decisions I have made.
Yaela is
None
dead,
of them.
Tila. Just like Jorek. Jorek for the name of the gods. And none of this would have happened.
Hello.
It's just madness, all of it.
Yes?
One day, Naya. One day.
Huh?
The fabled prodigy. I hope you can live up to what they say about you. I really do.
Move along.
Now, isn't this a surprise? The world's nearing... You did. I'm surprised. I never had the feeling we got along too well, but I guess life is full of I don't think this will be the end, though. Say what you want about this place, but it'll be a long time before Korak's men break through. The apothecarius said I might even be able to help if I rest for just a few more hours. Just be careful, all right? And find the Numinos.
Let's hope he knows what he's doing.
You just wait and see.
Work.
Fucking sissy.
Pathlessness wherever you look. Where is this supposed to lead? The prodigy, huh? Apparently we owe you for the shard. I didn't think I would ever say this, but thank you.
comes a point you just have to live with it.
Watch yourself. The streets aren't safe this time of the day.
My sir?
Keep walking. I just don't see the fucking point.
And so the circle closes, as it does for these 3 virtuous souls we are mourning today. But fear not, for they gave their life for a just cause, for the greater good, and will thus be walking on the endless paths forever, together with our Lord Malthus. Magistra Jailer, keeper of the 3rd sigil and master of the archives. Stalwyn Willowsong, keeper of the 1st sigil. And Legium Lightman Novice. May the Lord receive your souls today and grant you that you may walk the paths for eternity.
Oh, just shut up, won't you? As if you believe any of this yourself.
Keeper, you...
Malthus is dead. Our Lord is dead. And if even he could not last through the ages, how is he supposed to lead us along the eternal paths? A dead god?
Take her away.
Yes, just go on. Close your eyes and pretend that none of this is happening. It's what you've always been good at. The cleansing is our punishment, don't you see? The punishment because we failed the Lightborn. That we let someone kill them.
Wait, I think I
and
know
the High
you.
Ones will take us all.
You helped the
hear me?
Grandmaster crush those
They will
Neremy's
take us
bastards at the
all.
Harbor Gate, didn't you? I can't believe that actually happened.
Keep going.
But...
Keep going.
Magistra Jailer, keeper of the 3rd sigil
Wait,
and master...
I think I know you. You helped the Grandmaster crush Neremy's bastards at the Harbor Gate, didn't you? I can't believe that actually happened.
As civilized people even, there's nothing to see with their barbaric rites and culture. Tarental says that watching rubbish like this only breeds pathless thoughts.
Really? I didn't know that. Then I suppose I should rethink my plans.
In any case, I need to walk blessed. See you around.
Walk blessed.
Huh. You're not from around here, are you? I know that accent.
Huh?
Yes? But a war with Narim, that just everything. They trump us in every aspect. Manpower, equipment, siege machinery. Let's just hope the walls of Ark are really as durable as they're said. B. Yes? Yes, it is. Master Tattoo. Oh, of course. I've had that for as long as I can remember. And I don't have... Saira? Well, you know, I never really liked that kind of... That's true, but when I feel the need to relax, I prefer taking a stroll or spending time in the baths.
Hello.
Whatever secret there is about relaxing to loud music, raucous shouting, and alcohol is beyond me. Yes? Oof. Yes? Yes?
Oof. Have you heard? Apparently the Blue Islands Coalition sent an emissary here to Enderal. Walk blessed.
Malfrest's blessings.
Saira, it's good to see you. So, are you ready? The grand... Alright then. I suppose there's no point in delaying the inevitable any further. Well,
Prophet, there's good news. We were able to decipher the Starling's maps, and we now know where to find the city. Sharon was just about to explain. Sharon?
Yes.
I suppose you already know that Vin hasn't always been like it is now. In the time of the Pyreans, it was one big continent, which they called Pangora. Only the Starfall, in the era of Azateron's madness, split it apart. In other words, the Pyreans dominated the entire world as it was back then. It was a world empire. However, until recently, we always thought that the Empire's capital, the City of a Thousand Floods, was situated somewhere near where Kira is today. We were wrong about that. It was here, in Enderal.
Here?
Here, beneath our feet, to be precise.
Under Ark?
Yes. We don't know whether it was a coincidence that Malfa's vassals set the foundation of Ark here, but they did. The heart of the Pyrean Empire was here, right where we stand. Only it's buried now. Hardly.
Sadly, the Order never cared much for archaeology. We considered it a useless endeavor. And even if there had been private undertakings, the dangers such an expedition posed, let alone its costs, would have scared off most investors.
But still, you're right. If the Order would have bothered, we could have saved ourselves a lot of trouble. However, it doesn't matter now. What matters is we now know where the last cleansing took place, and that it's somewhere we can reach. True, but there might be another way. Do you know the myth of the Black Guardian? The Endralians believe that there is some kind of demon deep down below the surface, and that you can even hear him scream if you just listen carefully. Rubbish, of course, but I think that these screams are the sound of wind. And if there's wind...
There are tunnels. So are you suggesting that the Undercity's cavern reaches that deep? Into the City of Floods?
Into what is left of it. All we need to do is find an entrance point that can lead us down.
Then we leave without further delay. There's no point in leading an army down there, so the four of us will go alone. Prophet, speak to the Archmagister and tell him to give you the word of the dead and the container for the Numinos. We will need both. He's at the beacon.
Shouldn't we at least think this through before we go?
Ready your equipment. We'll meet at the gate to the Undercity.
Never mind. How can I help you? He was. But he went to get something. You know, when all this... But now... Phew! I think Malphas... Oh... Say... It. The beacon. Do you really think it'll work? I mean, I'm just a novice, but... If it can really banish the High Ones, how come the Pyreans couldn't save themselves? I just don't understand. You know, it was the Naramis, under the command of that butcher Korik. My family has a small farm near the coast. When you know, but now... Phew! Oh, it. The beacon. I just don't understand. Our farm. The smell of I rode fast. My mother, and it doesn't. That would, if I could just be more like you, then your flesh. Yes, that's it. But why? Is that so hard to understand? That you just don't want to share. The beacon won't burn. It never will. Thousands have tried it before. Thousands who are as arrogant as you are. And they all failed.
How did they say? Just let yourself fall. Because the light will burn you. It will devour you.
Nice and crisp. You're familiar with that, aren't you? Prophet.
By Malthus, we need to stop them. They were possessed. How is that possible? Of course. Wait.
Prophet.
By Malthus, we need to stop them. By the name of the sun, they were possessed. Oh, of course. Wait. Oh, the damage is within acceptable limits. Nothing we shouldn't be able to repair. But wait, what is that noise? Oh, by the righteous path. I think you should see this.
What in blazes happened here? And what is that noise?
The Neramis. They are in the city. Their entire army.
What? No. This is impossible. This is impossible! And this? What's the meaning of this bloodbath?
I don't know, Grandmaster. The High Ones somehow were able to possess the Keepers here. They tried to destroy the beacon and kill the Prodigy.
What? But the stone, we...
Grandmaster, you have to see this.
What? That the Neramis are in the city? I know that already.
No, we know how they did it. The true Chessa betrayed us.
Nonsense.
It's the truth.
She and almost a third of the keepers followed Bartar's example. Come, you should hear it for yourself. I ordered that the temple gates be closed right away and positioned archers on the battlements. There. She survived it. Open your eyes, traitor.
What? Hi, Grandmaster. I am so sorry. It shouldn't have happened like that. Oh, my mouth is... What have I done?
Tell us what happened.
Of course, Grandmaster. I will. The Trichessa... She contacted Korak and asked for...
We need to get him to the curarium.
We will, once we're done. Continue. The Trichessa arranged a meeting with Korak. What did she want from him?
A truce. She offered him the city. If he would promise not to harm anyone. She had this stone. You know, the sigil stone that protects us keepers from the High Ones. Korak. He agreed. But once the gates were open, he...
killed everyone.
Yes, the Trichessa. He just... Even though she kept her end of the bargain. Then they swarmed into the city and... Oh, by Malphas, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Take her to the curarium.
Yes, of course, Grandmaster. Nerum, Yetta, bring me a stretcher.
Wait. You have to forgive me. I mean, we only wanted the best. You have to believe me. Please don't let me die as a pathless. Please.
I forgive you. Now go.
Yes, of course, Grandmaster.
What are your orders, Grandmaster? We aren't many, but if we use cunning, we might be able to drive them back out of...
We will not. We are no more than 6 up here, and the Narimes are thousands. And both are... Black powder and our boiling oil are in the barracks.
Then it's over. We've lost.
What? No! Nothing is over! They can't be that far into the city yet. We only have to drive them out of the gates, and then...
And how exactly are you planning to do that? By loading the cannons with sugar mint and shooting balls of herbs at the Narames? Great idea, really.
You sodding!
Quiet! Narajil and Sharim are right, Commander. Ark is lost. But our war against the High Ones isn't. The beacon still stands, and it will continue to do so as long as we hold the temple. We've lost the battle, yes, but not the war. All we need is the Numenors, and then the beacon will be lit.
And what then? I don't think Korak will withdraw once we've destroyed his vision of this ascent.
Correct, he won't. Which is why we will surrender.
What?
It is the only way. As I said to the Trichessa before, this war is about more than just us. If we choose to give up now, or if we choose to fight and die down there, Korak will destroy the beacon either way and let the cleansing happen. We will prevent that at all costs. Which is why we will find the Numenors, light the beacon, and then surrender.
But Korak will kill us all.
Yes. He will. We will die, but there is no alternative. Korek isn't man enough to participate in the battle himself. So even if we were to break out and fight, all we would do is kill his delusional soldiers. And their deaths would be as pointless as this entire war. Once the High Ones are vanquished, we've done our duty. That's it.
But no! We are warriors, and true warriors fight. You've said
True warriors ask questions. Like the question, when does a battle for ideals become nothing more than a battle for vanity? Those soldiers down there, Commander, they are nothing more than butchers. But we are more than that. But I will not stop you. As soon as the beacon is lit, you're free to flee. But for now, you will hold this place at all costs while we search for the Numenors. Archmagister, do you have the word of the dead?
I do, yes. How do you plan to get into the Undercity from here? The entire city is swarming with Korex's soldiers.
Leave that to me. Commander Aaron, gather the remaining keepers and arcanists. I will address them. You all know what has happened. We were betrayed by our own brothers and sisters. As we speak, people are dying, slaughtered by the Nerimes, who think we are their enemy. And I know what you are feeling right now. Anger. Anger aimed at those in our ranks who did this to us. But you're wrong. Despite their deed, they wanted to protect us, to fulfill their holy duty. And the same applies to Korek and his soldiers. Yes, they are deluded. Yes, they have committed crimes past redemption, but they, too, only did what they thought was right. If there is someone to blame in all this, it's the High Ones, and no one else. They, brothers and sisters, they are the ones responsible. They have no mind, no compassion, no soul, and their only reason for existing is to destroy. They are cowards who act out of the shadows and play us against each other like puppets on strings. And right now, they think they have won. They think they can defeat us. But they will fail, because we are still here. We have the beacon, the only thing capable of stopping all this madness, and that is exactly what we're going to do. After that, you are free to go. Flee, fight, do whatever you think is best. I myself will surrender, because every drop of blood spilled after we have done our duty and destroyed the High Ones is useless. And even if the Nerimes kill me, my death will be a sign. A sign that people like Korek will never understand. Hatred breeds hatred. This is what history has taught us, and this is what makes the High Ones strong. Stand by me when the time comes, or go. But until then, fight.
Pathlessness, wherever you look. Where is this supposed to be? It's just...
hope he knows what he's doing.
Malphas's blessings. Oh.
And there she goes. 4,000 years this city has stood. And now she is aflame. It is a tragedy. There is another way. I suppose you already know that the Order was never proud of the fact that something like the... And maybe you also know that we and the Relata had an informal agreement. They rule the underground and we rule the surface. There is a Plan B, in case things get out of control and the Undercity's inhabitants revolt.
Probably. I will make it short. There's a set of tunnels throughout the King's Mountain on which this temple was built, and they lead all the way down into the Undercity. They will down and back up. After that, there is a way, and prepare yourself. There is another way.